Nick Storm Review, JC Styles Z, and The Bloodline, you have been acknowledged. Metal Driver here, and today I'm continuing on with Elite Series 101 with, for the first time in the line, the Mr. America figure. On the side we see an image of Mr. America, then on the back we see another image along with some information and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. And then can we just stop and appreciate the description of the figure? It says, with Hulk Hogan gone from WWE, a mysterious masked man who embodied the spirit of a real American joined the SmackDown roster.
Brother,
that's just pure gold. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I've always wanted a Mr. America figure, and as the box says, this is the first time we are getting this in the line, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time ever, because I don't think Jakks Pacific released a Mr. America figure, so I absolutely love the gimmick, even though it was short-lived. Now let's open this up and see if I'll also love the figure. Here we get a 360 look at Hulk Hogan, Mr. America. He features some nice detail, and we see most of the accessories already on the figure, but he also comes with interchangeable pointing hands, a gripping and open hand. The matching hand is already on the figure, and then he also comes with this extra head sculpt. This is with a mask pulled up, revealing his face, and shocker, it's Hulk Hogan. Now this is really cool because you can pose him, telling the crowd to keep his secret, so that way his identity is not revealed. So this is a nice piece here. The sculpting on the face is really good. It definitely looks like Hogan from this time period. The paint on the eyes, the lips, the mustache all look good. I like that you can see the wrinkles on the cheek and around the eyes. That is nice. Hair looks good as well. The star of the mask is painted well. You've got holes here where the eyes should be, revealing the top of his head, so that is really nice. Now, as mentioned, the rest of the accessories are already on Hogan, so you get these feather boas here. Plastic, not soft goods, which is what I prefer. The sculpt is not brand new. We've seen this with Hollywood Hogan and also the Hogan from the mid-2000s that was released last year, but the paint is different. We got red, white, and blue to fit the American colors. We get his weight belt that can come off. Says Mr. America on the back. It is painted very well. The letters look good. The bald eagle is painted very well, so that looks nice. I like how this turned out. And then his final accessory is his white Mr. America sleeveless shirt. The printing on Mr. America looks really good. There's a Velcro on the front so you can take it off and pose him doing his shirt rip pose. You got your rips on the back as expected. And looking at the head sculpt that's already on the figure, this is his masked head scan and it looks really good. The sculpting on the mask looks nice. You see the mouth part exposed, showing off his mustache and his teeth. I do like the expression. It's not just a basic generic expression. His eyes are a bit bugged out, painted pretty well. The eyebrows look good. The star is painted well. Sculpting on the mask looks really nice, so that you do have his hair exposed. That looks good. A little bit of fuzzy work here on the back and a little bit right here, but aside from that, the head scan is really good. And now look at the body. This is the part where I think Mattel kind of failed. And that number one, he does not have a tan. Hogan has pretty much always had a tan during his wrestling career. He especially had one in the mid-2000s, and for whatever reason, the Hogans that we have gotten from this time period, the Hollywood Hogans, they don't have tans on their figures. I don't understand why Mattel is doing that, considering that all the 80s Hogans that we have gotten in the recent years all have had tans, so I'm not sure why this doesn't have that. And the other thing is that the body, this is too small for Hogan. This would be good for a early WCW Hogan, pre-Hollywood Hogan, but not for an early to mid-2000s Hogan. He was pretty big during that time, so I'm not sure why they did it with Mr. America. They did that with the red and yellow Hogan that we got last year as well, so that's disappointing. He's got some nice arms, double-jointed elbows that are pinless, white wrist tape on both sides. So, even though I find the upper body a bit disappointing, the lower body is not. This is where it is at. The paint on the tights look really good. It's got the American flag colors, obviously, because this is Mr. America. The star on the left leg looks really good, painted very well. On the right leg, we get red and white paint for the American stripes. This is also painted well. This looks nice. Looks great from the front. The right knee pad is blue with a white star. The left knee pad has the red and white stripes with the leg above the knee and on the shin having that color scheme, so that is really good. Again, paintwork is really nice on this figure, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. And then he's got these really cool white boots with the Hollywood flames. But instead of Hollywood Hogan's image, we get a bald eagle. Very patriotic. And the paint on this eagle looks really good. So kudos to Mattel on a great job on that image right there. The stars look nice. Get a little bit of blue right here on the back. Some blue flames. Red flames on the other side. Goes along with the red stripes. White right there. Some blue at the bottom with stars. So really great paint on the boots. And the same design on the other boot as well. Pretty much identical, and this eagle again looks really good. Looking at the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It does not go high up because of the sculpting of the hair on the back. Does go slightly down, but then pops back up a little bit. Can turn side to side and tilt slightly. Shoulder goes that high up. It rotates all the way around. There is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Really good range there. A swivel and hinge at the wrist. He crunches that far forward, goes that far back, a waist swivel. Legs go that far out, that high up. Thigh cut, double jointed knees, a cut at the top of the boot. Ankle goes that high up, bit tight on mine, that far down. And there is some decent ankle pivot. Here we have the new Elite 101 Mr. America next to Elite 91 Hulk Hogan. And looking at these two, yeah, they definitely need a bigger upper body. In my recent Hulk Hogan videos, I had said that I was getting sick and tired of all the Hogans that we were getting because in 2022 we got a lot of them. But this is different. This is not Hulk Hogan. Wink wink. It's Mr. America, which makes it totally different. But seriously though, it does, because it's something that's different enough. It's not the same Hogan from the same time period. It's not a bunch of 80s Hogans, not another Hollywood Hogan. We get something that we haven't gotten before, and that's Mr. America. As I said, I love this gimmick. I thought it was so cool, it was so fun. So to finally have it in the Mattel line certainly makes it worth getting. Now, it's not perfect. There are some issues. I think the skin tone should have been a little more tan, and the upper body should have been a little bit bulkier. But aside from that, it's a pretty solid figure. So if you're a fan of Hulk Hogan, if you're a fan of Mr. America, you're a fan of this time period, I'd say definitely get it. Honestly, the only reason why I would say skip it is if you absolutely hate Hogan and you don't want another Hogan in your collection. Aside from that, I think it's worth getting. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Check out the card at the end of the video, see my latest wrestling figure reviews, and I'll see you next time.